Hello, folks. How is everybody today? Nothing to worry about, but I almost dropped my microphone. Whoops. I just moved it out of the way and it detached from the desk, which is never a good thing. Let me have a look here. So pretzel is not coming through. Why is pretzel not coming through? Let me have a look, see. Loop back. Oh, we always have this problem with pretzel, don't we? Let's see if we can maybe remove it. Delete, add it back. Pretzel. Just as it goes silent. Doesn't seem to be working. Why do you always do this to us, pretzel? Gotta have some music in the background, you know? Do you know what we need? We need some sort of backup. We need some sort of, like, music system that is not as flaky as pretzel. Let's do lo-fi again. We'll add back in pretzel. I have no joy. I don't know what to do. I don't know if there's anything that we can do. Back. Maybe if I create a new virtual device. Pretzel 2. Let's see if we can get this working. No. Why does it not show up? I don't understand. It's always so complicated. Hello, Min the Me. Welcome, welcome. Let's see if I can... I just don't know why it's not working. The dog joins too. Oh, that is so exciting. Okay, if I kill pretzel, quit. Oh, pretzel isn't all quit. Oh no, it has. Good morning, robotic head. How are you? It is afternoon for me now. You are either up very late or up early, or in a different time zone. I'm currently trying to get music working. Ah, you are in a different time zone. Where do we find you today? Where is the elusive robotic head at the moment? Pretzel. This better work this time or I'll be upset. Thailand. Wow, cool. Let's try some chiptune. Y'all have to tell me if you hear it. Pretzel. Nope, not gonna work. So we're gonna be musicless today. I don't know if I can cope. What do we think? Do we think it's okay to have no music today, even though we're going to start off with some Rust development? It's okay. Okay, let's do that. Let's go with musicless day. Sadness. I need to test these things before jumping on the stream, because actually it's not great. Okay, so what are we doing? What are we doing today? So last week, if you joined us, we were doing some Rust development. The colleague of mine, Locks, challenged, uses precious community points to challenge me to do a exorcism project. Where is it gone? Must be one of these here somewhere. Here we go. This one. Poker. Apparently, I was not smart enough to read how difficult the thing is. I should have done an easy one. So he's getting a twofer. He redeemed the Rust challenge, and now he gets 2 streams for the price of 1. So we're going to continue so that we can keep continuity at least. I did get tricked, you're right. So we got very distracted last time. Ooh, what happened there? I must have knocked something. Yeah, so we got a bit distracted last time, and I didn't understand what that meant, what this meant, what everything meant. And before we left last week, we got all their types working as we expect. So now it's not exploding from from the type system not compiling correctly. And what we've got now is we've got test failures. So we've got some passing and lots of failing, because what we need to respond with is essentially we need to respond with the first cards hand. So we're being passed in hands, a list of, or an array of hands, and we need to return which one is like a higher rank, essentially. And what the instructions tell us to do is that we need to do one of these partial order thing, so that we sort our hands based on the best poker hand. And they can either be the same. They can be the same. So essentially, if we get something, poker hands do not conform to total order, it's possible for 2 hands to be non-equal but have the same sort order. For example, 3 of spades, 4 of spades, 5 of diamonds, 6 of hearts, jack. So that's just high card. And this is the same hand, essentially, but all different suits. So they're both just high cards. So now what we have to do is we need to do this. Actually check the cards. So, and rank. Time to redeem a certain something. You can't redeem it again. If you redeem it again, Locks, that's going to be you paying for today, quote unquote paying, because of course channel points are free. So my thought process, if I remember correctly, is that if we get a hand, if we've got a struct here, we've got a hand, we need to return. I need to move the functions to an impl block. Oh, so you're saying... Can you just do... So this is my struct, essentially. I want to do an impl for hand. And you're talking about this, is that correct? Oh no, Robotic Head, you redeemed the Do a Rust challenge. No, because I'm already doing a Rust challenge. I'm gonna have to refund that one. I'll refund it at the Pomodoro break. Without the 4, so you can just do impl hand, essentially. Cool. Yeah. So essentially, what I want to do here is I want to. So this is partial compare. So I want to get, I want to get this number for self and other. And I wanted to... Bad internet, Robotic Head. That's it. You rally people behind the cause in the me. Not to see Rust Analyzer Diagnostics. I don't know what that actually means. So the thing that I'm curious about here is I might want to write some tests. But I don't know much about tests. Ooh, I use the overlay chat for the break screen. Yeah, interesting. So, can I... If I could just write a test here. This is my first test in Rust, and I want to test... Returns correct and I don't know what that means. Whatever, don't care. So what I want to do here is I want to create my hand cards. X in hands. Can I just do that? Five spades, 4, 5, 7, 8, jack. And I can do that. Robotic Head has contributed 440 total to the use overlay chat for the break screen challenge. Ooh. They're listening to you, Min the Me. They are rallying behind you. And I want cert EQ. See, this is where I don't really understand Rust. I want to do rank. My card, do you just do that? I don't know. And then rank by card. That's essentially what I want to do, but obviously my syntax is probably awful. And we don't want to include ignored because this is just a normal test. Okay. Functions are declared in impl blocks. Struct definitions I mustn't have saved. There's the expected type, parent 7. Rust enums. Rust enum. No, come on. Function rand. There's some of your rusty skills. You know, all I need to do is make it return random and then run it enough times to get it to pass. That should be fine, right? Why does it make me sign in? Just a guest. Ah, for God's sake. Oh, GitHub. Tech is on your side today. What have you done wrong with it? So I tried to log in. Obviously, I don't use this computer every day. This is my old personal streaming, my laptop essentially, and it's using a capture card to my main piece, the work computer. So I don't log in regularly, and I just must have been logged out of GitHub. But it does like a push notification to like confirm who you are, on the GitHub app on the mobile. When I said, "Oh yeah, let's check that notification," it said no login requests found after clicking there's a login request button. So it's like, this was eventual consistency. So it looks like what I'm trying to do is not a thing. I wonder if I could just... Can you implement an order for an enum? Is that a thing? Let's see if it explodes if I compile it. We don't care about that. Pull. An I8 or something. And static lifetime. Just trying to think. I probably need self. Don't know what lifetimes mean. So you can implement... So what's this? What's this? This is 24. Expected enum rank found blah. Because I need to return it, you big idiot. Expected highest card. Just do 13. And in a scope. Okay, cool. So this is better. So this is compiling the poker. But now in the tests, it's not able to find the rank. So do I have to use poker winning hands? So do I have to just tell it to use poker rank in the test? Or should I just like use... Oh, private enum. How do you make it public? Is that it? Pub? You had pub. Okay, cool. So getting better. Hand. So it's not able to do hand either. Struck pub struct hand poker use poker, and so it's now able to find all the things. Private associated. Oh, okay, what's this saying? Mismatch types. Found an array. Okay, that's fine. I can just okay, that's good. Private associated function. High card rank. Do you have to pub? That's the thing? Oh. Debug. Cannot be formatted using blah. But you can just like import debug on pretty much anything, right? It's the thing that you do. Yeah, what's derive? How do I there we go. I derive the debug on the rank. Field cards of struct blah is private. Jesus. Cards. Pub. I just don't care. Come on. Cool. Why is it saying there's 2 tests? Returns the correct hand. Interesting. I should go to the pub. Yeah, pub. Irishman trying to put in the right thing. So high card, that's cool. And then what do we need? We need for each of the types. Let's and we're going to say that the ace is a 1, 10, jack is 11, EQ dot okay. It's going to fail now because this is an associated function, not a method. Huh? Is that because you just need to pass in self into it? Interesting. Cool. So now what we're going to do. Yeah, so I'm not a Python person, so I don't know that that's the thing you need to do in Python. Okay, we've run out of time. Let's go to our first Pomodoro break. So I've jumped straight into the deep end of Rust development. How is everybody feeling? I have to go and refund a certain robotic head a bunch of channel points. Dashboard. Viewer rewards, channel points. This. Review. Queue. 2 requests. So I'm going to reject robotic heads, and I'm going to say that Lox's one is complete because we're doing it. We're in it. We're in the middle of it. We're in the thick of it, folks. You're doing great, Glocks. RFC process, not so much. Getting some weird errors. Oh no. What weird errors? Make sure you're on a recent Node version. Make sure you're on the most recent NPM version. So, do you feel a bit of devilment, robotic head? Oh, what's happening? Something is happening. 25%. Use overlay chat for the break screen. Assume that was you that did that, robotic head. It's interesting though, because I think we have a problem. We might need to complete that challenge much sooner, because your chats should be showing up here, but they're not. Or did I just miss them? Oh, they are showing up. They are there. But this is the thing. This is why I want to use our spending all your points. I want to use our implementation and not use this overlay one, because that is it disappears and I don't want it to automatically disappear. I want them to just be there. Why not? And it's nice to do your own thing as well. Spend your points. Yeah, buddy. Yes. So I heard somebody describing, like, a junior developer, their process, which is like, just keep changing characters until it works. And I very much feel like that's what I'm doing with this Rust development right now. Ooh-wee. But I'm getting the hang of it. I am in the middle of a hard challenge, exorcism challenge. So it's not the easiest thing to do. Checking if anybody's trying to get a hold of me. Oh, excuse me. No, doesn't look like. But other than that, I'm enjoying it. I like Rust. It's weird because I used to be a C++ developer a billion years ago in my youth. So this whole type system's not all that new to me. I think I saw an article. Somebody said, "Oh, as a C++ developer, I learned Rust in 7 hours." And it's like, oh god, yeah, ain't gonna be an expert, I'd say. Oh, you're learning .NET for the new job. See, it's interesting. I was hired, my very first job out of university. I was hired after doing a C++ like interview questions and all that sort of stuff. And or was it Java? It was either C++ or Java. I can't remember what it was. But the first job that they put me on was .NET, C#.NET, and I had never done it before in my life. So they sat me down at my desk, gave me the C# for Dummies book, and I just had to learn it. Oh no. But it was, I got there in the end. Right, let's go back to Let's go back to programming. So we've got our error. C# and .NET. Yeah, pretty cool. The thing I didn't like about it at the time was, it was back in the day that Microsoft was believing that JavaScript wasn't a thing. Like, they didn't have to do things the quote-unquote right way. And postbacks. It was all about postbacks. And that was just gross on so many levels. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to take our cards. So I want to do map. Oh, I've forgotten how to map. What is this? Go away. So I want to then... It's a string, isn't it? It's a... I'm going to take the first character of a... I'm going to split the string by spaces. Just split. Gives you an iterator. Cool. So I want to go and... Why do we have this get ignored? Go away. So where was I? I was in highest... So self.cards.split based on a space. And then we want to map that iterator. For each card, we want to... What does split do? Where do we get the first character of a string? See, nth 0. That should now have each of the numbers. And then if we have to replace, does it have ace? Oh, ace is going to be high. Ace. Jack, queen, king, ace. Okay, cool. And then I want to... So that's these are all strings. So what I'll probably want to do, yeah, I do want to do that. I want to replace each one. We're going to get the first character, and then we're going to replace, do this, I guess. I assume we can replace. Okay. So we can just chain replace. Replace J with 11. Queen with 12. King with 13. Ace. I'm going to consider it 14. And that's their strings, essentially. And then what I want to do is convert each one of those string to int rust. Dot parse. Doing a lot of mapping here, but I don't care. Highest card, and then we want to get the, how do I like print? That work? Oh, it's a map. We have to like unwrap or something, don't we? It's a map of a map of a map. Do you have like a debug? Like debug or something? Yeah, you need to. Oh. Is that the thing? Character literal may only contain one code point. Ah, so you can't replace one character with two. Oops. Not what I want. That's not what I want. Java. It's not doing what I want. Oh, maybe it just needs a double. Oh, and that, yes, thank you. Oh, how do we, let's turn the character, need to turn a character back into a string. .toString. Cool. Okay. Is that it? I've been using debug, dbg. Oh. This is very strange. Split. Can you do that? Don't know. So I don't know what this is. I don't know. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do with this. Oh, this one. Is that what I do? I want to split a string. No, I want to. Using iterator. Collect. And then what do? You collect the iterator because it's just. Because it's an iterator around an iterator around an iterator. Type annotations needed. Crap. It's going to be a vector of strings or something. Strings. Oh, I32. Don't need I32. We could just do I8. I8. Standard iterator vector. Is it just. Is that right? Ooh, yeah, buddy. Ha 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 ha. Yes. Get. You don't need to unwrap it? Oh. Expected type found struct vector. Iter dot. What? But it's already it's a vector. I guess I don't need to. I don't need this. Oh, I broke something. Okay, what does that say? Probably moved here. Forward after move. Okay, don't care about that. I guess we don't need to collect this vector. So then we can do nothing there, and then we want values dot max dot unwrap. Yes, winning at life. Okay, perfect. Right. So, what are our cases here? We want each of these. We want. So one pair is next. So let's do 4, 5, 6, 8 king, 2, 4, 6, 4 jack. 2, 4, 6, 4 jack. So that's a pair. And we want assert equal pair rank pair highest card. Let's do queen this time. 12. This is going to fail because $36. Rank. Oh, high card. 1. Whoops. Okay, so that's passing, but why is this? Rank 1 pair. Why is that passing? Ah, because we're always... Derive... Can I derive EQ? Can I derive order? Trait EQ, derivable. So how do you derive things again? Don't want that one. Do I need to import that? Partial equal? Can I derive partial equal? Left high card, right 1 pair. Yes. Fantastico. So we've now derived equal and partial equal for that, which is nice. And now we just need to need to implement this. Actually check cards. The complicated bit. Ugh, gross. But we'll do that after the break. Oh, well, this is all very complex. How are we following along? Have we lost a few people? Is it too complex to do complicated Rust things on this stream? You may try to make me jealous, Robotic Head. I wouldn't mind a beer myself. It's been one of those weeks where I wouldn't mind a beer. Ooh. Let's see. I always like to check in the breaks if anybody's trying to get hold of me, in case the house is on fire or something. Okay. Looks like Locks was sending me a message about errors. But they just don't make any sense. If you're still there, Locks, let me know. I want to explain why they don't make any sense. Oh. I wonder how he is now. Hello, Locks. Welcome back. So the first error that you sent me, Locks, was about experimental mode rehydrate. We're not using that, so I don't know why you're getting that particular error. Oh, it's a type error. Where it has, not a function. So, did you try what I was saying? Did you try, like what node version you on? You don't need to link. Don't link. Node 16 and npm 8. If you nuke your node modules and your package lock and just npm install again, try that, see what happens. And just also, if you're linking something, if you're linking from the source to the destination, you sometimes have to do a npm install in the source again because of deduping. You did. Huh. Let me see if I can recreate that real quick as a diversion to our Rust torture. I mean, experiment. Git open source empress. Ooh. mkdir empress. cd empress. mkdir RFC process. CD. RFC process, and I have node v npm v. So I have npm 8 and node 14 on this computer. The one that we were pairing on today was node 16. Empress RFC process. You're telling me that you clone. Does it work if you just npm install in each one and just run it? I mean, yeah, without linking, just running them locally. Because I think we did mess with a bunch of dependencies just before we finished pairing, I'll go back to programming. So y'all can see what I'm doing. Just a little diversion to do a bit of Ember. Localhost. Ooh. What is that? I'm running an Ember process somewhere? Oh, Ember data. Interesting. It's running RFC process first. RFC process works fine from my perspective, although I think it needs, again, we need to update the dependency of the RFC process mdbook template now. npm start. Oh. I had a thing from shaving. It seems to have opened up again. You think something broke? What do you mean by something? Ooh, what did I do? Ooh. Okay, it's back now. Let me have a look. See. So now, so both of them work on their own, which is totally fine. mdbook template doesn't start the dev server, so that's totally fine from my perspective. Like, I don't know what you're doing on your computer with your Node install. I would recommend installing Node from the Node website and forgetting about any of this silliness with auto installers. And what is the which direction did you say you were linking? A clone template. Well, so I would argue that your computer is already broken because this is working totally fine for me. So which direction are you linking? You want to link the template into RFC process or the other way around? I've just linked RFC process into the template. If you just want to fix the lints in the template, then you don't need any linking at all. I don't know why you're reaching for linking. There we go. We're linked. Amazing. Like, totally works, no problem. So whatever setup that you have on your computer is doing something strange. I can help you debug it at some point, but it's likely going to be install it as it is recommended to be installed. Okay, so back to where we were. We are going to try and return the correct hand. So now we need to do the hard part, which is so actually we can get the values. This is going to be card values. Don't know if we need to string this case. We're getting the card values. And we can also, while we're here, get the card, the suits. Probably again don't need this. Now we have the values and the suits as iterators. No, iterators, vectors. I don't know. One of the two. And then I guess we should check on like the highest down. So straight flush. So if everything in the suits are the same and the values are sequential. So actually we need to make the values make sense. So that they're probably put these two into a function. How do I do that? Can I just write a function somewhere? Fn get values, and we're going to take in and that'll be this one. That's then all right. Does that work? Okay, values, and then I could do the same thing down here. Then it should complain about unused. Oh, damn it. Colon. Is that right? Yeah. And then it actually returns. Now this is interesting. It's an iter. Of I8, is that right? Ooh. Oh no. First time chat of a spammer. How do I get rid of this person? No, that's not what I wanted. How do I... Unread request slow. How do I get rid of that person? Block. I've blocked them. I need to ban. There we go. There we go. I need to find a way to get rid of that as well when I've banned somebody. I can always just do this. Overlay testing. Just turn it off and on, and then because we don't persist the chat messages that disappeared. Okay. Oh, what's this doing? But that was working in the other context. All I'm doing is moving it into here. Like, oh, max. Oh, I know. Whoops. Always watching for these trailing. See what this does. I just want to see what the values are. Oh, here we go. Possible return type missing. Map. We just maybe if we collect, it'll just make it easier. Oh, standard iterator. What I want. Oh, whoops. Oh, so you actually need to make it an item equals I8. Is that right? Why is it dynamic? I have no idea what that means. Just do what it tells me to do. Whoa. I don't know what that means. I just want it to be an iterator. I wanted to return a thing. I wanted to return something. A map. There we go. Let's return a map. See what happens there. Standard iter map. I don't know, nor do I care. Just do something. I don't know. So hold on, let's go back to not returning anything. It's like, can I do that? No, because it's a bunch of other stuff. I don't know how to write that, and I don't know why I can't just do a simple blummin thing. Can I have it? Can I make it dynamic? Can I just say like fucking return whatever what I want? Don't care. To do. Why doesn't this work? And we're just going to copy paste it back to where it was, because that seems to work. Self.cards, yeah, you're right. Okay, and we don't need debug anymore. Fine. Okay. It is what it is. Now. So now we have card values and suits. And we're going to start with if each value is sequential. Check if this is actually to do with our thing. Ooh. That answers our other question. No, that's not what I want. Don't care about any of that. I want to know. Right. Thanks for popping in, Robotic Head. Good to see you. App. So it's doing a weird trick essentially. So essentially that's saying .eq 0 to 5. Yeah, okay. That's a I don't know if I like that trick, but anyway. Let is straight equal card values. Map C minus don't know if I need that. Is that a thing? Card values just oh. What did I do? Oh, I need to dot collect. All right. Infer type. All right. In this case, it's card values as a why is the RFC app injecting controllers and toggling classes in the body? Those two things are very different. It's using a Ember body class. It's probably using an out-of-date Ember body class. I'm going to just do that and see what that complains. I'm going to do that and see what it says. Let's see if it complains. Trait objects. How do I define an iterator in a type? Because it puts me into these feckin' trait objects too quickly. Document body classes toggle sidebar hidden. Oh no, that's likely because of the way MDBook does it. That's all. It's not the RFC app doing it, it's that template that's doing it. And that's how MDBook expects it to work. Right, what are we doing here? Rust iterators. Just playing the template. Oh, it's a vector. I'm collecting it, so it should be a vector, right? And then we want to turn it back into an iter, iter. Woohoo! So if it's a straight, what do I like most about Rust so far? That is a good question. Not a lot, to be honest. It's hard, and I guess the thing I'm enjoying is the thing that I'm enjoying is the challenge of learning a new language, because I've used JavaScript for so long. Need to change the challenges then. Yeah. Well, this is the thing. Like we're doing. I'll go to just chatting. We're doing a thing in work where we want to become bigger in the Rust community, and we want to like do Rust things. And to be honest, a lot of Rust resonates with me because I was a C++ developer in the past, and Rust, governance and stuff is very similar to Ember governance, and one of the places where Rust is being used a lot at the moment is in JavaScript tooling. And I quite like working in JavaScript tooling. Like, I do a lot of Broccoli stuff. I do a lot of Ember CLI stuff. And I'd love to be able to do this stuff in Rust as well. So I'd enjoy getting better at Rust, but I'm below the good level. I heard something that somebody mentioned in a podcast I was listening to. They said something like, when you're learning something new, you should be failing 15% of the time, like just not able to do the thing. Anything more than that, and you get a bit disheartened. And that's, I guess, where I am right now, because as you can see, I'm failing at literally everything I try to do in Rust. So I'm closer to 80 or 90% failing. So I'm hopefully, well, first of all, I'm not going to do another hard one anytime soon. Hard challenge. That was foolish on my part. I should have looked at the challenges and seen the difficulty and picked the next one and built with the challenges for me. So I think it's okay, and I think in previous poker does sound fun. In previous challenges, in previous streams, I've been able to complete the whole challenge in 1 or 2 Pomodoros. So it's this is not normal. This is outside of the norm, let's say, that it would take me essentially 2 full streams to complete one challenge. Like, this is quite a hard one. But yeah. And also, to answer your questions earlier, Lox, why is it doing the thing? Why shouldn't it do the thing? It's JavaScript. That's what the JavaScript template's doing. Let the JavaScript template do its thing. What's wrong with that? I don't know if I know your dog's name, Minami. Is it Izzy or Lizzie? It is Izzy. Izzy. There's no L-I. Okay, yeah. Oh, injecting controllers is deprecated. Is it? I don't think it's deprecated. Maybe frowned upon, but I don't think it's deprecated. Yeah, injecting controls is not deprecated, locks. Totally nothing wrong with doing that. Might be uncommon, but there's literally nothing wrong with doing injecting controllers. Thanks for joining me. It's good to have you as ever. And back to programming. I think this is going to be my last Pomodoro. Let's make this the last one and let's make it count. What am I looking for? Oh. False. Ooh. And let's see if we can put in. Let's do. Two of spades. Three of spades. Four of spades. Five of spades. Six of spades is a straight flush. Highest card is 6. And then we're going to see if that returns true. Oh, so it does fail early, essentially. That's okay. True, it is a straight, so straights are working. That's fantastic. That's great news. We're making progress. And then we want let is flush. So if we want to do it if all suits are the same. And that will be a collect vector. Rust vector all the Oh my god, these are complicated. That's probably the same. Probably good enough. Suits. Vectors of chars. Oh, did I uncomment out the one pair? Guess I can move this down because it doesn't really matter which one's tested first. True and true. So we got straight flush done. What's this? I just want to remove the parentheses. Interesting. Odd. Cool. Okay, so if is straight return rank straight. So straight flush first. Oh, it doesn't have flush. Flush beats a straight. Yeah. My thing didn't have a flush. The flush... I don't know what the answer here is. Why didn't... Full house flush straight? Full house. Oh, just didn't have it. Odd. Where were we? Okay. Yeah, cool. So straight flush. Straight. Arts. Straight. Straight. And then flush. Art 9 spades 9 flush. So this should pass. Flush, straight, flush, high card. So, what should I do? Is straight. Ooh, we're getting better. We are turning all of the right kind of things. What's next? We've done flush, straight, straight flush, straight flush, straight. Four of a kind. See if I can figure this one out. So we have do the count of the same. Let's just do that. Do a quick for loop. What are we doing? Card values. And you continue, is that a thing? Do it and then else, just to be sure. If current value equals card values n count equals. Can you do a plus plus? Is that a thing? If count equals 4 and return rank or of a kind. That works, but is very an I8. if current value equals 0. $67. What did I do wrong? Count. Oops. Count equals count plus 1. Oh, mute count or something? Let mute let. Let mute count. Okay. But the index is 5. Zero to 5, not including. Egypt. Okay. Cool. So we can do another hand. 4 of a kind will work. We can do 9 spades, hearts, clubs, 9 off diamonds, 4 of a kind, 4 of a kind, 9, and then we want to do 4 of a kind 2, where we put the 9s at the end, because that'll show how brittle our thing is. Actually, yeah, we just move that up here. What we can do is a flush and question mark. Right, and that's 51. That's this one here. So this is where it's not working, essentially. Essentially, this is where there's only 2 counts that we can have. This is probably a bad way to do it. Current value. same thing. Hey, Aiden. How you getting on? Count value. And then it's this one. If value equals card values n plus. This is the most ugly thing in the world. But it's gonna work. And then we'll just have if count or count equals 4. It's gonna work because magic. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing some Rust. I'm still doing a Rust challenge that was purchased using community points from Locks last week because this is a difficult one. I'm doing a poker card sorter to see which what's the word? Like if you're giving an array of hands as strings, which one is the highest hand, essentially. Cool. So I've kind of made my way most of the way down. I've got 4 of a kind. What's next? Full house. So, and then if count equals 3 and second count equals 2, or count equals 2 and second count equals 3, then doing full house. Oh god, Windows Forms can be pretty funky sometimes. So we're going to do full house here. Full house equals hand 9. We'll put a 6 and a 6 here. Full house. Rank highest card 9. House. Should probably work. Boom. Yeah, buddy. I knew that was going to work. And then we want full house. We've got flush straight, and then we want 3 of a kind. We need to return them in this order, though. Straight flush. Straight flush, straight flush. Full house comes next. Means I need to pull these things down to the bottom and do the... So we want flush, and then we want... So I guess it doesn't matter because you can't have fork for kind and a full house. So it's not going to happen. Flush. Full house. Yes, but you need to... 4 of a kind is better than a flush. And you can't have 4 of a kind and a flush because that's just impossible. But I'm going to do it in the right order anyway. So straight flush, straight, 4 of a kind, full house, flush, straight. Actually, straight flush. Oh, I didn't know that was that. Flush, straight. 3 of a kind is next. Then we will have if count equals 3 or count equals, we need 2 of these. Oh, and we're done. Or second count equals 3. Then return rank 3 of a kind. Poops. That's also not going to work. Balls. This bloody challenge. I hate it. 3 of a kind. It's not going to work. So what we're going to do here, that's going to work. RS code 9. That is going to be 3 of a kind. But if we put the 3 of a kind 2, 2, 2, we put the 3 of a kind at the end, that's going to fail. Poopses. Because of the way that I've done my second 59. Oh, 59. 3 of a kind. Hmm? $99695 is just 3 of a kind. And that's test poker 59. 59. Left hand side is saying full house. Now, if count equals 3 and second count equals 2, count equals 2 and second count equals 3, full house. But that's not right. So current value is 0. Else, if current value equals card values, else, these need to go in the else. When you fix a lint, how are you supposed to update the to-dos? You just delete them. I usually do it the other way round. I usually delete the comment in the top. $63. Oh, that is full house. We need to do this as a 4. So this is still going to fail though, because it's going to say high card. Yeah. So that's where we're going to have to kick this off next time if I'm not just going to do this myself in my own time. Fix this. To do, fix this. Make it not need the, not care about the location of the free of that kind. Okay, cool. And that's us for today. I'm gonna see if there's anybody to raid. Let's go find somebody to raid. Dashboard. I'll go on Twitch as well, just to see if I can make sure that they don't have oh, I don't have anybody to raid. Oh no. Does anybody have any suggestions in software and gaming? Game development? This is game dev. I'm not usually a game dev person. German. Let's see if we can limit it to English so that we can see who it is. We might just have to leave it be, I think. No raid today. An awful shame. But that's okay. Not much we can do about it. So yeah, thanks everybody for joining. It was lots of Rust. A little bit harder than I was expecting, but we're getting there. And I will see you all next week. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.